It's Thursday afternoon, and we've got basketball on the agenda. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, joined by our analysts, Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Now the opening lineup for Virginia. And for Austin, we've got Malcolm Brogdon. Williams is out there with Edwards. And it's Bufkin in at the shooting guard. And this early in the season, Doris, we're seeing some teams trying to find their way.
BA, very little set in stone at this point. Coaches are absolutely still tinkering with their rotations. You're trying to figure out which groups play well together. And then you also have the players, right? They're trying to drop off a little of the rust that accumulates over the offseason.
Pass to Edwards. Here's Bufkin. Takes a three. Can't hit that one. Guarded by Brogdon. To the paint. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And that gets us rolling. Whew. What a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
Castleton, good.
Making the most of that possession. Unwilling to give up on the play.
Pass to Thompson. To the middle. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Boy, this is how you move the ball effectively. They're not just passing it around the horn. They are passing with a purpose.
Here's Castleton. Here's the floater. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Thompson outside. Six on the shot clock. Virginia needs to get off a shot. Three-pointer. The shot comes out. Ooh, some solid defense from Brogdon. Pass to Bufkin. Three-pointer. Drains the triple.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
Thompson, a screen on Brogdon. Up top, Thompson. Out left to the wing. Some nice ball movement by Virginia. And it's off from three-point range. For Austin, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Pass to Brogdon. Here's the three. And another three for Austin.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Timeout called, Virginia. They're getting their first look of the season at Austin in this one. And now let's glance at the league's most aggressive defensive teams from last year.
And their gritty mentality when it came to defense was really infectious. They were the best last year at holding opposing teams to low-scoring totals.
Pass to Houston. Out to the wing. 6 to shoot. Guarded by Brogdon. Virginia again missing. Austin leading by 6. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Thompson outside. Pass to Houston. To get back on track. Drops in the three.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Austin has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Outside Brogdon. The 3-ball. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
To the inside. Thompson passes to Houston. Launches a three. And Virginia, another three.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Buffkin inside. Shot is good by Edwards.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
The Storm have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Thompson scanning the floor, and there's the screen. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Here's Buffkin. Outside Brogdon. Here's Castleton, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command. Boy, in the lane, making things happen. Nice effort.
Austin leading by 5. Pass to Brogdon. Releases. It's hauled in by Virginia.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Here's Thompson, and that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Boy, what great body control you saw there, laying it up and in despite having the defense draped all over him.
Here's Buffkin. Now Edwards. Outside Brogdon. There's the triple. He drops it from range. Brogdon's got 9.
There's so much confidence right now with Malcolm Brogdon. The catch and shoot, so pretty.
There's the drive. Pass to Thompson from outside the arc. Thompson with another miss. And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for Austin. 6-point game. Here's the pick. Let's go with a 3. Again, Brogdon missing.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
Guarded by Brogdon. Ooh, some solid defense from Brogdon. Pass to Buffkin. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Virginia.
Sometimes the game requires you to just keep at it, so he's got to be aggressive.
Some nice ball movement by Virginia. Ooh, pops the J after a cagey pass fake.
This night already has the makings of an offensive war.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Now here's Edwards. Here's Castleton, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And it's so hard to stop the putback when you let him live at the rim like that.
Boy, once he gets his hands on it around the rim, it's too late.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
For Virginia, they've gotten 7 of 13 shots to drop. Here's Houston. The 3 is up. Buries it from 3. Give him 8.
Boy, you give him that much space, he's going to look like an elite shooter.
Pass to Castleton. And here's Brogdon. Fires for 3. He missed it. Now 3 for 7.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Yep, that one goes. And now it's just a 2-point Austin lead.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
And we all know that on the road, you don't usually look so comfortable on the offensive end. But that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
He's checked in for Austin. Ryan comes in for Buffkin. Boucher's checked in for Virginia. Duarte comes in for Houston. Here's Swider. Outside Brogdon. From deep. And it's Boucher with the rebound.
Boy, if he ever finds his footing, they'll be in even better shape. Right now, his teammates carrying him.
Thompson passes to Duarte. 5 on the clock. To the right side. Lets it go. Again, Virginia. And Austin shooting an impressive 47%. Shoots from the baseline. Williams misses. An opportunity now to retake the lead.
Showing off their intensity these last few minutes.
He shoots it. And he misses the go-ahead basket. And Williams has got the ball here for Austin. Back to Brogdon. From downtown. Nails it from beyond the arc. Brogdon's got 12 points.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Thompson outside. Pass to Duarte. Fires from deep. Nails it from 3.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Swider. Williams from long range. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
The shot by Duarte, no good. Williams against Thompson. Williams passes to Edwards. Off target from three-point range. The Storm shooting a terrific 58% to start the game. Excellent numbers. That gives them the lead. Boucher's got his second bucket on the night.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Pass to Swider. Outside Brogdon. And once again, off the mark by Austin. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
Boucher on the screen. Here's Duarte. The 3. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
And it's Brogdon missing. Virginia leading by 5. Pass to Duarte. Puts up a deep 3. And Virginia another 3. And so it's Virginia up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. And don't go far. We'll be right back. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Virginia.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
On the court right now for Virginia, Chris Boucher out there with Chris Duarte. Then there's Josh Richardson, and it's Micic in at point. Duarte gets the 3 to fall. Duarte's got 12.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Key. And he banks in the layup.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Virginia leading by 7. Pass to Duarte from behind the arc. Virginia, another 3.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Now Washington. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from 14. And it's Richardson with the rebound.
Oh, rising up from the mid-range, but doesn't exactly look confident about it.
Here's Shumshay. Again, Virginia.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
For Austin, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's Key. Pass to Ryan. Jacks up a 3. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got 4 rebounds now. Now here's Richardson. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Scott's checked in for Shumshay. Here's Key. 15 in his last outing. Pass to Norris. Takes the 3. And once again, off the mark by Austin. Virginia leading by 12. Down low. Here's Boucher. It's tipped. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Key to the wing on the left. And once again, off the mark by Austin. Here's Micic. He's guarded by Washington. Here's Boucher. Nails the baby hook. Boucher's got 6.
Wow, Chris Boucher using that length to finish on the interior. Nice shot.
Pass to Key. And that time also a missed shot.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Back to Duarte. Lets it go from deep. Knocks it down from distance. 18 points for him.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers. But some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side. So when they screen you, you get no help.
Here's Castleton. He's got 9. Pass to Swider. They need this. They get it again. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Here's Castleton. He's got 11. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
Here's Duarte. He's got 18. Boucher on the screen. Clock at 6. The three-pointer off the mark. For Austin, they've gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Here's Ryan. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Into the lane. Here's Duarte. Virginia again missing. And it's Brogdon with the ball for Austin. Here's Buffkin. Basket is good on the assist from Brogdon. Buffkin's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, great possession there. Anytime you end up at the rim with a high percentage look, perfect.
Guarded by Brogdon. Pass to Houston. Here's Duarte. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Duarte's got 20.
Boy, he is just doing it all right now. And the more the ball goes through the net, the more his confidence grows.
Left side, Brogdon. The shot. And Austin again with a bucket.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Virginia leading by 9. Boucher outside. Inside. Here's Duarte. Good. 8 buckets in 12 attempts.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
You could really see his squad was losing steam. Smart timeout to give them a breather.
Been with some changes. Edwards, he's checked in for Swider, and Williams is subbed in for Ryan. Now here's Edwards. Castleton. And he jams it after taking a nice feed on the run.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Williams grabs the board. For Austin, they've gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far in the second. 6 to shoot. Pass to Buffkin. The 3 is up. Can't get it to go. Only 3 for 8.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
To the middle. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. A chance to check out Virginia's upcoming schedule. On Saturday, then on Wednesday.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
Now here's Brogdon. Guarded closely. Pass to Buffkin from the arc. It doesn't go for him. Virginia leading by 9. To the inside. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. He's got 10.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Pass to Duarte. It's Duarte on the wing. There's the 3. Hits the trifecta. Duarte's got 25 points.
He just has a great feel from the perimeter tonight. 3 triples in the first quarter, and he keeps them coming.
Back to Brogdon. Pass to Edwards. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Virginia. 17 points was their biggest margin.
They were really able to exploit that defense. I mean, getting almost any shot they wanted. It was that easy.
Give them some credit. I'll tell you this. They caught an opponent on a very off night defensively, and you take advantage. Simple as that.
Here's Brogdon. After the basket by Virginia. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, this is a story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
Good.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Now here's Brogdon. 12 points for him.
Boy, this guy has not had a great night, and it really has weighed the entire team down.
And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively. Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Here's Duarte. All right, some time here to take a look at the 2K leaderboard. Here were the league's top shooting squads from last year.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
No good on the free throw. But he sinks the second. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for Austin. They trail by 18. It'll be the start of a 3-game trip on the road. Edwards finds Brogdon. They set a pick to stop the drought. Duarte grabs the board.
Nothing going his way. Boy, it feels like he's forcing it and to no avail.
To the paint. And Castleton pulls it down. Castleton's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Outside Brogdon. Outside Edwards. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. Brogdon's got 3 assists tonight.
Boy, on the perimeter, you have to stay connected to this guy. He's such a good shooter.
Pass to Houston. It's Duarte on the wing. He's got 26. Wide open. Chalk up 2 there. Houston's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, how about the timing, the delivery? That is exactly how you set a teammate up.
Brogdon feeling it out a bit. Here's Bufkin. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Virginia looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed.
Modern era. Work the ball around the perimeter and shoot it with confidence.
That's right. My name would be Shaquille O'Nealovich. If you can't beat him, you join him.
Taking a peek now at the upcoming schedule.
Taking a look here at Austin, you can already see they have the makings of a good team, but they also have things to iron out.
Splitting the first 2 games, this next one could indicate which direction they're headed. Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Virginia leading by 17. They've got Williams, Edwards out there with Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Castleton in at the power forward position. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And here's Brogdon. Pass to Castleton. Left side, Brogdon. It's hauled in by Virginia.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Here's Houston. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin of the game.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Outside Brogdon. Pass to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Williams from long range. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. Williams has got 6 points.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Thompson. Can't hit the short-range fadeaway. Here's Buffkin. He's got 7. He buries it from 3. 10 points for him. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. To the inside and out of bounds. Austin will have it.
Boy, a turnover like that will have a coach just staring at his shoes, biting his tongue.
And it's Austin with the ball. For 3. Offensive rebound.
Well, not sure who was responsible for the block out, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
Virginia leading by 14. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. 6 on the shot clock. This one for 3. Austin grabs a miss. On offense, here's Austin. They've gone on an 8-0 run. Brogdon with the ball. He's got 12. Pass to Edwards. Fires the 3. The kick out to Williams. Austin moving it around. Buffkin, no good. Virginia's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Guarded by Brogdon. Austin grabs a miss. Brogdon's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Down low, Buffkin. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. Buffkin's got 5 points now this quarter.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Puts up a 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
3 points.
Houston's got 10.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time.
timeout.
You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. On defense, Virginia. The lead is 15. Here's Buffkin. He's got 12. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The baseline J, and that one comes up a bit short. Austin has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Houston. Houston's got 4 rebounds now. To the left wing. Pass to Thompson. Here's Houston. 4-3. Rebounded by Brogdon. Here's Buffkin, defended by Thompson. Here's Buffkin. Over Thompson. Outside for Brogdon. The 3. It's hauled in by Virginia. 22 was their biggest lead. Here's Houston. 10 points for him. Pass to Thompson. Hits a 3-pointer. 10 points for him.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's gonna make you pay.
Outside Edwards. And here's Brogdon. Edwards, a pass to Brogdon. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. Edwards got his 4th assist in this one. The steal. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot, Brian. The new collective bargaining agreement is pushing parity. Commissioner Adam Silver said teams are realizing that there are real teeth in those second apron provisions. The goal was to put all 30 teams in a better position to compete. I think we're on our way to doing just that. Guys, back to you.
Leveling the playing field. Thanks for the update, Allie. He makes a first. Austin making a switch here. Washington's checked in. Richardson's checked in for Virginia. Both shots good from the stripe. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Storm. It's a 14-point game. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. Inside. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And Virginia leads by 16. Here's Buffkin, defended by Thompson. There's a screen. Pass to Buffkin. Clock at 4. And once again, off the mark by Austin.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
The offensive rebound. Launches it. Goes up again. And that's 2 points on the layup. Houston's got 5 points now this quarter.
Offensive rebounding, a big part of the game right now. Teams love to send extras to the glass.
Washington a screen. Pass to Edwards. Austin moving it around. Off target from outside. Virginia leading by 18. Driving to the basket. Stripped away. Here's Buffkin. 12 points for him. Misses from the corner. Thompson left side. Austin grabs a miss. Castleton's got 11 rebounds in the game. Pass to Buffkin. Looking to get it going. Doesn't go that time.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
Here's Houston. 12 points for him. Clock at 6. On the wing, Richardson. He's guarded by Washington.
Oh, the analytics department is smiling after that one.
Williams passes to Edwards. Washington outside. Here's Buffkin. And once again, off the mark by Austin.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Richardson for three. Connects from downtown. Richardson's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
Such a nice, smooth delivery by Josh Richardson. Range, yes, sir.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Buffkin. Can they get it? And it's Richardson with the rebound.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Now here's Thompson. He has 6. Now Richardson. Count the basket. Richardson's got 5.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
And there's a pick. And Josh Richardson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Swider, he's checked in for Austin. Boucher's checked in for Virginia.
Substitution on the court.
.152 left in the third quarter. Just 5 on the clock. The three from Washington. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got 5 rebounds in the game. Thompson passes to Houston, and it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
Personal foul.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Virginia.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
Well, I also noticed, guys, how much they move the ball in this one. Selfless, willing to pass the ball to a teammate with a better look.
And it's Austin with the ball. Brogdon, the pass to Thompson. A quick break, and we look at our 2K leaderboard for three-point shooting last season.
Last year, they were so good at generating open looks from distance. That's why their three-point shooting was so high.
He misses the free throw. And no good on the second free throw, so 0 for 2 there. Wide open look, and he gets the bucket. 12 points for him.
I'll tell you, he comes out of the locker room, and all of a sudden, he's a different guy.
1:11 left in the third. Left side, Brogdon. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Brogdon's got 16 points. Virginia's gone 4 of 7 from 3. A good percentage in the third quarter. Pass to Boucher. Five to shoot. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Richardson's checked in for Virginia.
One shot.
And Boucher, no good on that one.
What I like about Chris Boucher is he seems to understand what his team expects from him. They need him to guard, they need him to rebound, and they know how aggressive and assertive he is on the offensive end.
And it's Brogdon missing.
In the first half, he was on fire from range, but he hasn't knocked one down since.
Floats one up, and he goes in for the dunk.
Showing tremendous vision to kick it back out on the fly.
That's the unselfishness you want to see. To try and score consistently, you have to work together.
Washington outside. Jump shot is good that time. And so it's Virginia, firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court right now for Virginia, we've got Josh Richardson. Chris Dorte is out there with Chris Boucher, and it's Shamshe in at the center. He's guarded by Washington. Pass to Dorte. Shot clock at 6. Fires for 3. Counted from distance. Dorte's got 29 points.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
The Storm shooting very well, 62%, and going right at the defense. Pass to Richardson. Boucher against Brogdon. Boucher passes to Dorte. Another shot. Shamshe, no good. And it's Brogdon with the ball for Austin. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Austin needs to get off a shot here. Swider. Basket is good on the assist from Brogdon. Brogdon's got 5 assists tonight.
Boy, I don't think he'll get a screen assist for that pick, but they get the points, and that's all that matters.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Pass to Ryan. 3-pointer. And another 3 for Austin.
These kinds of defensive breakdowns drive coaches crazy.
And you look at the different kinds of leadership, whether vocal or by example. Which do you prefer, Doris?
Well, I'm a greedy type of person, PA, so I want both. Obviously, a veteran who's been there and done that is going to hold weight with what he says. But your best players have got to also lead by example. Give me both types, PA.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Austin making a switch here. Edwards is checked in. Micic, he's checked in for Virginia. And that's good as he hits both shots. For Austin, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. Brogdon against Richardson. They get it back.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Dorte's shot is good.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Here's Micic. And we're seeing some younger teams really on the rise here. Any particular reason, Grant?
Well, you know, it's part of the natural order of things. Certain players will dominate, and when they age, there are always those young upstarts vying to take the lead. And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Here's Ryan, and looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
And on a night where he's been so smart handling the ball, that's his first big mistake.
Scott's checked in for Shamshay. Virginia's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. To the middle. It's off his foot. The official saying it was kicked. And so it's Virginia with it. So far in the 4th, they've allowed just 6 points. Outside Brogdon. Back to Washington. Shot to stop the run. It's rebounded by Micic. Micic has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Duarte. Shot clock at 5. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
And once again, off the mark by Austin. Here's Micic. Doors for teams looking to trade away a big money player. It seems the landscape is getting more challenging.
BA, to me, roster construction is one of the single most difficult things in this league. First and foremost, there are rules in place that restrict salary acquisition. The other piece of this is there are now second aprons in place. So it's not just roster construction, it's sustaining a quality roster over time and keeping that continuity. Success in this league is tough.
Here's Boucher, following the 3 by Austin. Offline from the top of the key.
You'd like to see more effective ball movement there.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
Here's Ryan. From deep three-point land. Scott with a rebound. The Storm have gotten 6 of 10 attempts to drop in the 4th quarter. Here's Boucher, and finished off by Boucher.
He's got a nose for the basketball and a high level of activity around the rim. Go ahead and finish, Mr. Boucher.
Pass to Edwards. Washington outside. Austin moving it around. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Virginia. Duarte's got 5 rebounds in the game. Right wing. Here's Micic. Pure from 3-point range. Micic has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Now here's Washington, over to the wing. Brogdon from outside. It's hauled in by Virginia. Boucher's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Micic. Boucher on the screen. Here's Duarte. And out of bounds. Austin will have it.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
And Austin with some changes. Castleton's checked in for Swider. Williams comes in for Ryan. And it's Bufkin in for Washington. Lundy, he's checked in for Virginia. And Austin shooting right at 35%. Not getting what they want out there. They set the screen. Here's Bufkin. And once again, off the mark by Austin.
This is what you call trying to shoot your way out of a slump, and I'm not sure that's the best approach right now.
Pass to Duarte. Puts up a 3. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Here's Bufkin. Back to Brogdon. Looking to win the run. Fires in the triple.
Spacing the floor. That's his third triple of the game and his second in this half.
Virginia's gone 4 of 6 from deep thus far in the fourth. Here's Lundy. From behind the arc. Bufkin with a rebound.
Well, you can see they are willing to absorb some of these open shots from this guy because obviously another miss here.
There's a screen to the paint. Here's Castleton. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
That bucket is really just about the efficient use of a screen. That's nicely done.
Pass to Duarte. Doris, over the last few years, the NBA has done an outstanding job with replay, expanding its uses.
Well, you say outstanding job. For some, they would tell you that the replays and the reviews are taking far too long. For me, I have no problem with the time it takes because ultimately, these are game-deciding, series-deciding, and often job-deciding outcomes. Let's get it right.
Now here's Richardson. From the arc. Edwards pulls it in. Edwards has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside Brogdon. Castleton. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Malcolm Brogdon just so savvy. He's got size, strength, and vision. Nicely done.
Pass to Duarte. 4-3. Austin grabs a miss. Outside, Williams. Now here's Brogdon. Here's the 3. Knocks down the long J. Brogdon's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, what we know about Malcolm Brogdon is he is Mr. Efficiency. It doesn't matter if it's from distance.
Pass to Duarte. The 3 ball sinks the tray.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Williams. Here's Bufkin. The 3. And another 3 for Austin.
Boy, nice pass. A little ball movement, a little player movement. That's how you play this game.
And there's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter here. Pass to Lundy. Launches a 3. Austin grabs a miss. Edwards has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Storm.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And they'll chalk this up as their 3rd win of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And so it's Virginia with it, following the bucket by Austin. And it's blocked by Edwards. Back to Brogdon. Pass to Bufkin. Jacks up a 3. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Here's Lundy. Boucher a screen on Brogdon. They get the rebound. And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there.
Well, you see Boucher willing to take a hit if it means getting to the free throw line. Nice job, Chris.
Chris Boucher. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2 on offense. Here's Austin. They're on an 18-7 run. Pass to Castleton. Outside Brogdon. Lets it fly. No no good. And so it's Virginia winning this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. And before we go, we'll leave you with our player of the game.